The Advanced Workflow Builder is absolutely awesome. So today I'm going to be showing you some of the basics of how you can get started with it, the different features, and the awesome functionality that we get with the Advanced Builder compared to the Standard Builder that you're used to using. My name is Andrew, and let me show you how it works. To use the Advanced Builder, open up any automation, navigate to the top left where you see Standard Builder, and you can switch over to the Advanced Builder. And don't worry, you can always switch back. The first thing you're going to notice is our horizontal setup. Now our workflows are designed to move in a horizontal fashion as opposed to a top-down approach like the Standard Builder. We'll see at the very far left the start of our workflow, whether it's a trigger or an action. Then we'll see each action connected via these arrows and tons of awesome functionality that I'm going to dive into right now. Let's get started with some of the basics. First, if you want to add a new trigger or action, you can either right-click and then click Actions menu or Triggers menu, or you can click Add at the top right, click Add Trigger or Add Action. Within our Advanced Builder, we're going to refer to our triggers and actions as nodes. But how do you know which nodes are triggers and which ones are actions? Well, if we go ahead and add a trigger right here, let's say for contact tag, then we'll see the difference is pretty clear. Our triggers will only have this dot on the right-hand side of the node, and our actions will have a dot on either side. That's because actions can be connected with either side via these arrows, and our triggers can only be connected on one side like this. Our nodes within the Advanced Builder are connected via these lines, and we can connect these lines by simply dragging from one dot to another dot within the builder. Just like that, this trigger is now connected to this action. When configuring our triggers and actions, it functions the exact same way as the Standard Builder. By simply clicking on the trigger or action, we can add filters and configure this node just like that. Now, our nodes are connected via these lines in the same way that in the Standard Builder, our nodes are connected via these lines. Just like we can add actions in between actions using these plus icons in the Standard Builder, we can do the same thing in the Advanced Builder by simply hovering over any of the lines and clicking the plus icon. This will then open up the action screen where we can select any action, and then it will immediately drop right in between our other two actions and move the workflow accordingly to keep things organized. Now you'll notice we actually have two actions on these lines. We can either add actions in between actions, or we can delete these lines entirely simply by clicking delete. Now this is awesome because within the Advanced Builder, this doesn't delete any actions. It just deletes the connection. So now we have a trigger running here, and then we have the rest of our workflow here. You'll immediately notice one of the biggest reasons that this is super powerful because we now effectively have two different workflows within one workflow. We have a trigger and then an action here, and then we have the rest of our workflow here, which we can even add a second trigger in order to run these parallel. That's called a parallel workflow. Now keep in mind, if you build something like parallel workflows or anything else that's specific to the Advanced Builder, you won't be able to switch back to the Standard Builder at that moment. As you can see here, we have two different workflows, which wouldn't be supported by the Standard Builder, and if we go to switch, then it won't allow us because we have disconnected branches. But don't worry, if you ever want to switch back to the Standard Builder, then simply reconnect any of your branches that are disconnected, and then you'll be able to switch back and forth again. There's tons of more functionality that you can dive into with the Advanced Builder. But one of the easiest things to know is that whenever we're adding in triggers or actions, we now can drag in our actions and triggers just like that to work with this visual canvas layout. By doing this, it gives us lots of flexibility to move things around and make our workflows look the way that we want. And as you can see, the UI supports all of this with these dynamic arrows that keep everything somewhat organized no matter what kind of chaos you're building within the Advanced Builder. There's tons of really cool functionality that we can do only with the Advanced Builder. Things like copying and pasting workflow actions in bulk, switching between different workflows, delinked nodes, parallel workflows, and so much more. And we dive into all of that in some of our other videos, so feel free to check those out. For now, you've got enough information to dive into the Advanced Builder and start building some really cool automations. So dive in, start using it, and refer to the help doc if you have any questions. As always, if you want to learn more about the Advanced Builder, refer to the help doc and some of our other videos. Drop a comment below. As always, my name is Andrew, and go have fun with this feature.